So we got YUBEL versus Snake Eye Fiendsmith. Snake Eye Fiendsmith thought they were lucky opening the Duel, but that's not going to be enough because YUBEL has a cold by the grave. And yeah, let's see where this goes here. But they do have a Veiler. Where do we use this Veiler on YUBEL? Well, let's see what happens here. Wedge your temple. At least they summon a Doomed Dragon. Link that into the Moon. Requiem Tribute. They summon Engraver and they'll link that into a sequence, most likely. And the sequence, that would be where you use the Veiler. So this is it. Sequence. Do they Veiler right here? There it is. Fiendsmith Engraver. Now discard the opening to summon a Dark Beckoning Beast from the grave. Link that into Yama. So first they sequence. If that fails, then they Yama. Yama gets Sharvara. Sharvara popping the set card, the card that they set that was a Feathered Duster. And now they have an Unchained Soul of Rage. Soul of Rage will use the opponent's monster as link material, and they could summon a Little Knight, which would get a double banish. So that's like a 3 disruption right there, but it's gone. But now they've got a 2 negate Apollo, and there's probably a way for the Unchained Soul of Rage to come back. Called by the Graves trying to banish the Unchained Soul of Rage. Abominable Chamber, bring it back before it's banished. So now we went from 2 monster negates to adding the steal their monster as material for a link summon, plus probably do a Little Knight to banish, double banish, plus the 2 negates, and they used one of the Apollo negates, the second Apollo negate, and now they can Unchain Soul of Rage, use them to link summon. No. Oh, Yama? Summon Engraver? I'm blocking the microphone. Second main phase? If they were to use the Unchained Soul of Rage to link summon using the Poplar would place itself into the back row. I guess they don't want to even allow that. They're gonna equip the Requiem to the Engraver, but now they send the Poplar anyway. So the Poplar equipping is gonna put itself into the back row as a continuous. And yeah. Wedge Temple. Placing the Fuelos and the Sengen Jin into battle. And that's 8150. 8,150 damage on the field. Lethal.
Now's the time. My ever faithful companion, Dark Magician!
What now? Diabell? We got Snake Eye versus YUBEL. That's right, we saw this before. This is game 2. YUBEL. No. Who the heck won game 1? What? Snake Eye, right? That's weird. Does YUBEL want to go second? What? Jaden Yuki has selected going second. YUBEL has chosen to go second. This has to be game 2, right? If it was game 1, they would have chosen to go first. I still don't know. This hasn't happened in a while. Usually I'm on top of shit. No, I had it right the first time. YUBEL did win. And Snake Eye should choose to go first. YUBEL on top did win the coin flip. They just gave it to them because that's how it works. They summoned. I'm pretty sure they summoned YUBEL card before, or maybe earlier, or I saw it in the deck. That's why they chose going second, because the Dark Ruler no more is gonna go crazy. Yeah, that's true. So, Glamberge will put the Masquerena into the back row. Desiree is negating the Promethean Princess so that they are no longer locked to fire, and use that to summon Apollo. So they got a 2 negate Apollo plus Desiree, Imperm, Ash, Hold By, and Dark Ruler just took away a lot of that. Now they summon a monster, so the temple will summon the Masquerena, and Cold By is banishing, but Imperm's negating the Beckoning Beast. Cold By will banish and negate the Princess. Summon Masquerena, and that Masquerena is not negated by the Dark Ruler. But not even the Dark Ruler was enough. And the finger to banish the Princess. I know how you feel, Panda. I gotta keep my sleep schedule in track myself. Otherwise, it could get really bad. Game number 3. Top 8. The winner going to the semifinals. YUBEL going first. Ogre destroying the temple. One for one, summon the SAMD. Tribute that. We summon the Spirit. Get the Pain. Do they discard a card? No, they destroy. They pop the Spirit. Add the Squirmer. When the Spirit's destroyed, summons a YUBEL from the deck. The Squirmer destroys the YUBEL and summons from the hand. When the YUBEL is destroyed, they summon the Terror Incarnate. They link that into the moon. And yeah. The moon, turn that into a Requiem. And this is a full Fiendsmith line. Garvara added to the hand. Summon Engraver from the grave. Engraving. Unchained Soul of Rage. Charvara pop in it. Yama banish. And then the Soul of Rage is going to summon Engraver. Oh, they add the Engraver to the hand. And now they discard it? They got the Tract? Tract. Got the Lurie the discard, and will summon from the grave. Mandatory effect. Sequence. Alright, they set the Abominable Chamber. Sequence. They're gonna fusion summon Desiree. I don't like the Desiree. Maybe it's just me. I don't like it. Apollo. They linked off the Unchained Soul of Rage to summon Apollo. Squirmer banished. Summon Sam D. I want the Unchained Soul of Rage to be on the field here. I would really like that. So this is a 3 negates with the Apollo, plus a monster negate, another with the Yubel, and the Desiree. Now, oh, that's how they bring back the Unchained Soul of Rage. So Yubel, I'm sorry, Apollo negating the Snake Eye Ash, and now Desiree negating the Cold By that was trying to banish the Unchained Soul of Rage. It'll no longer do that. The Rage is back on the field. They still got 2 Apollos plus the Yubel. Well, they actually just stole the Yubel, and now they're going to negate our Soul of Rage, and now the Phantom of Yubel is going to negate the Apollo that's trying to negate the Rage, and now the Rage will link summon using the Apollo as material to summon SP Little Knight, which will banish the Ash. On summon effect, banish the Ash, and they still have the other banish. They have to battle and take out the Little Knight before they continue their plays to avoid getting the second banish. Desiree already negated. The Sam D isn't live, doesn't know Yubel on the field. Requiem. Requiem will tribute. Do people want a tournament at 12 p.m. EST right in the middle of the day so more people could play? Is that something that we should try? Don't let me call it a midday melee. Don't let me do that. Don't let me do it. Don't. It's not... It'd be midday for me, but not maybe for someone else it would be midnight. You can't call it that, I guess. Little Knight, and they're gonna banish the sequence. That's a good one to banish, actually. Oh no! Wave High King Caesar. The Wave High King Caesar is 2 special summon negates. The Wave High King Caesar would negate a spell / trap card or monster effect. Negate the activation, that is. Not the effect. So let's, for example, the Caesar cannot negate a face-up True Light special summoning Blue Eyes. But we are negating the Requiem activating to tribute and summon Engraver from the deck. Now, furthermore, on top of that, if you were to flip the True Light and activate it on flip, then the Caesar would be able to negate and destroy it on activation. But if you're just flipping it and not activating the effect on the flip, then no, can't do it. You would not be able to destroy it. This is it. Semifinals. We got Snake Eye, Beansmith, Millennium going first versus Blue Eyes. I'm assuming Snake Eye here. Yeah, they won the coin flip. They definitely want to go first. Ash gonna get Veilered, but there's a Cold By to negate the Veiler, and now Imperm negating, finally negating the Ash. There's no way they're gonna be able to get around that. Track, summon Lurie. Should they not have done this first? I think you do Millennium, Beansmith, then Snake Eye, unless Rafa can prove me wrong here. We'll see where this goes. Sequence. Oh, they had the third Imperm. They had the second Imperm, the third negate anyway. so it doesn't really matter. But in another situation, I think it could have. Millennium, you get ashed, and then you Fiendsmith, and you get impermed, and then you do your Snake Eye. They did Snake Eye and got impermed, and then they went Fiendsmith. They still got impermed. I still think the Snake Eye is the final one, though. If I'm wrong, someone let me know. Snake Eye Fire King. Going first, you do your Snake Eye plays, and then you do your Fire King plays afterwards, so that you bait out the opponent's negates like hand traps with the Snake Eyes, and then you get into your Fire Kings for more disruption. But going second with Snake Eye Fire King, you do your Fire King stuff first, then you do your Snake Eye after, so you have more gas. Oh no, Snake Eye versus Blue Eyes. Blue Eyes going first. There's just been so much Blue Eyes and quite a bit of Adamantipator today. Imperm negating the barrel. And then there's an imperm to negate the spirit as well. Everyone just has... Oh no, it was a Veiler. Now the seal. Seal contribute, bounce a card. They have a purge and call by the grave is gonna banish and negate Engraver that was searching. Now they need to summon the Lurie and then send it with original. Oh, but the seal bounces the Lurie, and they're gonna use the seal effect to summon Jet. Talent. Oh, maybe if they got Ashed either way, so Ash negate the draw 2. They could have taken control of the Jet and then sent it with the original, but either they would have gotten Ashed on either step. So now recover the barrel, summon that, set the load. Do they really need to do that? Well, when it's activated, they can search for drill beam. So yeah, spirit. Searching for the mausoleum. Mausoleum. What? Summon a Blue Eyes? Indigo Eyes. Silver Dragon. I don't know why they do this one. Summon a Blue Eyes? Okay. Oh! That's the lethal line with the special Blue Eyes animation. We got game number 3. Imperm negating the barrel. Veiler negate the spirit. They're doing a good job keeping it locked down. And the opponent's got Axie, Ash, hold by, Purge. So there's a seal, hold by, Purge, Ash, and Maxi. Engraver, gonna get banished by the called by. There's still 4 more. interactions here. There's still 4 more. Blurry will get returned by the seal, and the seal will summon Jet. I don't think the Jets do anything though. Talent is gonna get ashed. What was the things left? Maxi and Purge? Lordly Load, search for a drill beam. Try my dragon, linked into the spirit with eyes of blue. Search for the mausoleum. Spirit will tribute. Summon a blue eyes. Uh, 4,800 indigo eyes. This is like what we saw before. Is this not the same game? Damn.